Hello, nation builders. The value you place in your dream gives potentials. Develop ideas will determine the value the world will place on you. It's a share. Welcome to Nation Media Live Show. This is a show to motivate individual who is willing to become the answer to the challenges facing our community and our nation. To begin with the show, always have this statement in mind. Please always have this statement in mind. The nation you are cannot change itself. Doing nothing is not an option. I said the nation you are cannot change itself. Doing nothing is not an option. Whatever you avoid or criticize, you can never change. Whatever you avoid or criticize, you can never change. You must become the answer for the prayer for change. You must become the answer for the prayer for change. This is our change statement. Please always have that in mind. In today's episode, I'll be discussing on 3 dimensional spirit driving every dream. 3 dimensional spirit driving every dream. Every dream, gift, potential, develop ideas in any field of life are being driven by different spirits. That is why every field and discipline, some are dominating and some are not dominating. For instance, in the medical field, the spirit driving broadcasting is different from the spirit driving others in the same medical field. In business, the spirit driving Bill Gates, Jeff Bezos, the founder of Amazon, Jack May, the founder of Alibaba, moves with a different spirit, different from others in the same business. In football, for instance, the spirit driving Messi and Ronaldo is different from others, even though they play a different role. In oil and gas, the spirit driving individuals and companies differs. They are not the same. In politics, the spirit driving individuals are not the same. In academics, they have different results. That the results are not the same. The same way that spirit are not the same. The spirit driving them are different. They are not the same, including that field of yours, including that discipline of yours. The spirit driving individual, compelled individual is different from the spirit driving others. The spirit is driving others. Which spirit is it driving you? Which spirit is it driving me? The entertainment industry or the music industry cannot be exempted too. The life of Tiwa Savage, Davido, Whiskey, Olamide, Techno, Two-Face, Yemi Alade, and others are being driven by a different spirit. Coming to the gospel music, the like of Frank Edward, Sinach, Iben, Joe Praise, Nathan Bassi, they are being driven by a different spirit. You can't compare them with others. In the ministry that is striving, that means the spirit driving them is not the same compared to others. The spirit driving your dream, your gift, your potentials, develop ideas in that field of yours will determine whether you will dominate or not. Dominion is certain, but it's tied to the spirit driving you. Until you locate the right spirit, you can't go forward. You can't dominate in that field of yours. That's why it's always advisable to run with the right spirit. To run with the right spirit. When you run with the wrong spirit, you can't dominate. You can't influence the nation. You can't do anything to influence the nation. The highest you can do to be average. David Biome said or emphasized, until you are known in the area of your dream, in that field of yours, the world will not know you. I said, David Biome said or emphasized, until you are known in the area of your dream, in that field of yours, the world will not know you. Do you want to be known? Do you want the world to know you? Then run with the right spirit. Running with the wrong spirit, the world can never know you. Then you can never dominate. And when you are not known, you cannot dominate. The mandate is dominion. And for you to dominate, you must run with the right spirit. You must run with the right spirit. Have it in mind. Your wealth, your certificate, your prowess is not a criteria that determines the spirit driving you or driving your dream. Please let us be deceived by what we have. Thank God for the world. Thank God for the certificate. You may have PhD in different fields. I congratulate you. It's a nice thing. But that does not determine the spirit driving your dream. Someone might ask, how can I know the spirit driving my dream? That will take us to the next statement. 3 dimensional spirit driving your every dream. 3 dimensional spirit driving every dream. The first we have here the spirit of a slave. The second is the spirit of a servant. The third we have here is the spirit of a king or the spirit of dominion. I call it spirit of dominion. The spirit of a slave and the first spirit, the spirit of a servant. And the last but not the least is the spirit of a king. Please permit me to use three different kinds of animals to explain this for better understanding. And these are the rat, the elephant, and the lion. I'm going to use the rat, the elephant, and the lion to illustrate this, to illustrate this spirit so that you know the area you belong to and which spirit is it driving you. First, I said the spirit of a slave. He said those with the spirit of a slave are those walking with the mentality of a rat. I said again, those with the spirit of a slave are those walking with the mentality of a rat. Rat always eat itself under the soil, eat itself from challenges, always go out in the night to get food whenever the environment is cool. In the same way, people with this spirit don't want challenges, don't like stress. They are good people, they are nice people, but they only do what is convenient for them. If you put them to grow, they will be hungry. Also, they don't like thinking big because they believe that they can't achieve it. They like to depend on others, maybe their wife, their husband, their friends, their relative, and the family. And they also like to procrastinate. What they'll do today, they'll say tomorrow. What they do, they'll say next tomorrow. They always procrastinate. They always procrastinate. And they are the highest population in the world in any nation we have. They are the highest population. They are the highest population. For you to change level, you must leave that population, you must leave that environment, you must leave that spirit, you must disconnect yourself from that spirit. This kind of people never impact any nation. This kind of people never impact any nation. On this subject, I used to tell one of my biology sisters, I said, if all you are dreaming for or praying for is to marry, or to have a good job, or to have a big business, or have a loving kids, when you are them, what next? What next? No wonder Nelson Mandela said, life is not a function of what you have. Life is not a function of what you have, but what you will give out to influence the nation you have. I said, Nelson Mandela said, life is not a function of what you will have, but what you will give out to influence the nation you have. Please think of what you can give. It's good to have things, but think of what you can give. Those who think of having things, they don't go far. But those who think of imparting their word, giving out, they always dominate. They always dominate. They always dominate. Secondly, it's an elephant. Those with the spirit of a servant are those who walk in the mentality of an elephant. Those with the spirit of a servant, they are hardworking, nice and good people. Serve with all their mind, give their best, but most of them could not attain much to do the impossible due to fear of being killed or fear of opposition. Fear of opposition have denied them of things they need to do. Things they desire to do, instead they dream to do it, but fear have caged them. They have the capacity, they have even the certificate, they have everything to influence the nation, but fear have demoralized them. Fear have not let to launch out. Such people don't like fighting for power or higher office. They like playing safe. This all day I have my family, I don't want to be killed. I don't want to be anything of my family. That is all they're thinking. If I can take care of my relative, my father, my mother, my children, take them to university anywhere they want, I'm okay. What am I looking for? Higher power for? They don't think, they don't want to dominate, just they want to be average. It's a desire to be average. It's a desire to be average. To this reason, they will not influence the nation they have due to fear, even though they have what it takes. As such, they are not dominating. As such, they are not dominating. As such, they are not dominating. Or if you find yourself in kind of people, then you structure your mind back. Because having that is to cage the nation you have, is to bondage the nation you have. Please think of big things. It's what God has designed for us. God wants to dominate. Are you not dominating? What else are you doing here? Is it you want to have children? Is it to have money? Is it to have the big car or have a jet of your own? When you have them, what next? That is not what you will get. The more you look for the things you can give her, the things you will get will come on its own. Please, not just kill ourselves with the things we have. We have so many things. Some people want to pay sacrifice because of what? They don't want to do this. Those who dominate, they pay a lot of sacrifice so that others can benefit. Even those who dominate, it does not benefit them. It benefiting others. That's why God is looking for those who can dominate. Running with the right spirit. Running with the right spirit, not the spirit of the servant. And thirdly, I'm talking about the lion. Those with the spirit of a king or with the spirit of dominion are those working with the mentality of a lion. Are those working with the mentality of a lion. The people with this spirit do the impossible. In fact, they are those who bring new innovation to the world. They always like to create new things different from others. They like to dominate in the area of the free discipline by being different. Do you want to be different? And possess the spirit of a king. Possess the spirit of dominion. Possess the spirit of a king. Don't just be the spirit of a servant. A servant cannot attain much. It's only the spirit of a king that can attain, that can do the possible here in this world. Every dream has the capacity to influence the nation. But the influence will determine the spirit you are running with. Are you running with the spirit of a slave? Are you running with the spirit of a servant? Or are you running with the spirit of a king? What made those with the spirit of a king or a lion different from others? The others who has the spirit of a servant or a slave is that thinking, is that mentality, not that hard work, not that intelligence, not that certificate, or that wealth. You instruct about that the criteria those with the king, the spirit of the king has, those with the spirit of the servant has. Sometimes those with the spirit of a king has a certificate. Also, those with the spirit of a servant has a certificate. Even faster, so the people who are the spirit of a servant, who have higher certificate more than those who are the spirit of a king. It's not based on what you have, it's your mentality. Which mentality is driving you to fulfill your dream? On a final note, every field, every discipline in life today, they are those who are being driven with the spirit of a slave. They are also those who are being driven by the spirit of a servant. And they are those who are being driven by the spirit of a king or the spirit of dominion. Until you possess the right spirit of king, you are the spirit of a lion, you can't go far. You can't go far. Please ensure you contact the right spirit. Ensure you move with the right spirit. Until you are known in your field and nobody who knows you. Do you want to be known? If you don't want to be known, you are selfish then because you don't want to possess much. Because the more you possess much, the more people will come to you. If you possess much, how can you help? How can you have an organization if you don't have dominion? How can you be of help to people if you don't have dominion? If you don't want to dominate, means you want to be selfish yourself and your family. You want to feed yourself and your family. But if you want to dominate, you must have the criteria to help others because you can't use your wealth alone, but to influence the nation or the people around you. To influence the nation or the people around you. The question is that which spirit is it driving your dream in that field of yours? Please take 5 minutes to think of this. Take 5 minutes of your time to think of this. Which spirit, the question is, which of the spirit is it driving your dream in that field of yours? And if you're not working with the wrong, if you're working with the wrong spirit, please contact the right spirit for those who has it. Or listen to my last episode on how to contact the spirit driving your dream on YouTube to see the process. How to connect the spirit driving your dream. I always is in my last episode. You can go to YouTube and Google it or find it. You'll see that and see the process and see the process. Please send your question to +234 8020 792902 +234 8020 7920 Please ensure you can also send it to thompsonoche@gmail.com. thompsonoche@gmail.com. Thank you. I love you. See you in my next episode.